welcome to the Pre-Snap Podcast presented by LineStar, your best NFL prop bets for Monday Night Football Week 5. Alongside my co-host Tyler Wiemann, I am Shannon Sommerville. We got some great picks that are available on Underdog Fantasy, PrizePicks, Sleeper, and CHALKBOARD. If you don't have those apps, go ahead and download them and use the promo code LineStar when you do, and you'll get up to $100 of your deposit match. And for a limited time only, Underdog Fantasy is doing $500 deposit matches. Crazy deal. But take advantage of it while it lasts. That is for new users only. Links to that are below. Now, Tyler, we've had a good week. I was going to rock my Jets hat today, but I forgot my normal headphones, so I got to rock the air traffic controller / DJ Shannon headphones today. I don't know why I'm doing this little dance, but anyways, I was going to wear my Jets hat in honor of Nathaniel Hackett and the Jets taking down the Denver Broncos yesterday. Not sure if you saw that game, Tyler, but it was a nice win, much needed win for the Jets.
Yeah, you guys have acted like you just won the Super Bowl and you beat the Denver Broncos.
I know, right? Wait, we got to take our wins and enjoy them while we can, right? Yeah. I know it was stressful too. It was a stressful game, but was happy to see Nathaniel Hackett beat Sean Payton after Sean Payton called him the worst coach. He called what he did at Denver last year the worst coaching job he's ever seen, which obviously
and Denver looks absolutely awful.
And he has a worse record to start the season than Nathaniel Hackett did last season. So anyways, that was yesterday's action. We were 7 of 13 on our picks this week. Not bad, but I think we can do better. So let's end the week strong here with some good Monday Night Football picks. We've got the Raiders hosting the Packers in this one. Raiders 1.5 point favorites in this one. Kind of a weird game. There's a lot of actually connections. We've got Devontae Adams' revenge game in this one. We've got the two kickers, the Carlson brothers, are squaring off against each other. I don't know if you're into the kicking battle there, Tyler, but might not have been on the list of storylines, but that's there as well. But we do have some pretty interesting matchups, and both of these teams have struggled a lot over the past couple of weeks. So it was interesting to try to find some edge in terms of the prop market. So we're going to give you our 3 best bets. We're using the LineStar's PropsAI tool, which will help you find the best edge in the prop market. Basically, it compares LineStar's projections to what's out there and all the lines out there in the prop market. So make sure to check that out at LineStarApp.com whenever you get a chance. All right, let's get into today's picks, Tyler. The first pick that LineStar is coming up with is going to be Josh Jacobs, the Raiders running back, over 74.5 rushing yards. Now, Jacobs averaging just 41.5 rushing yards per game. He hasn't gone over that so far this season, but last year, this was a guy averaging 97 rushing yards per game. You got to think that that's in him somewhere, and this week it could come out because the Green Bay Packers are allowing the 3rd most rushing yards. They rank 26th in rush defense DVOA. Not to mention, do you remember that game against the Lions where their running back David Montgomery had 121 rushing yards? That was just 10 days ago. And then you've got the Raiders. When you look at the trenches here, the Raiders, they rank 14th in run block win rate. Meanwhile, the Packers on the other side of that are at the bottom in run stop win rate. So I think this is a really good spot for Josh Jacobs. What's your assessment?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the weakness of the Green Bay defense is their run-stopping ability. Josh Jacobs has a huge workload with the Raiders still, even though he hasn't really done a whole lot with it yet. I think he will, and he's going to have the workload versus the weakness on the defense. So I like going the over here.
All right. Now it's time for you and I to submit our picks. Your favorite pick on Underdog Fantasy, PrizePicks, Sleeper, and CHALKBOARD. What you got for me?
I'm going to go with Jacoby Myers over 49.5 receiving yards. It's minus 110 in sportsbooks. He's averaging 83.5 yards per game with Jimmy G at quarterback. The two of them are combining, meaning Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers, are combining for over a 60% target share on this team with Jimmy G at QB, and Jair Alexander is likely to be on Adams a lot tonight. With that, Jacoby Myers going to have the softer matchup. And every wide receiver 2 versus Green Bay so far has been over this line. Josh Reynolds, Michael Thomas, Mac Hollins, Mooney for the Bears, all have been over. So I think Jacoby Myers is going to go over as well.
Yeah, that's a really good point there. I like that pick a lot. Let's go to my pick. It's going to be Green Bay Packers wide receiver 1, Christian Watson, over 43.5 receiving yards. Now, Watson's just had 25 yards against Detroit, but he's been dealing with a hamstring injury over the course of the first few weeks of the season. He got 10 days rest after that Detroit game, so I think he's back to full health. There's no health issues listed on the injury report for him, so he is full go. Now he gets to go up against a Raiders defense that ranks 30th in pass defense DVOA versus opposing wide receiver 1s in this one. I think Jordan Love's going to look to him early and often in this game to start connecting. And in fact, the Las Vegas Raiders have allowed the 25th highest opponent completion pass percentage. So I like his odds here to hit the over on that. I think that's just too low for someone of Christian Watson's talent level, 43.5. Yes, I know that he has been kind of eased back into it with that hamstring injury, but he's full go now. I don't think there's going to be as much limitations as there was on him again in that game against Detroit. So we're going Watson over 43.5 receiving yards. All right. Now it is time for our touchdown calls of the game. Tyler, where are you headed for an anytime touchdown tonight?
I am going with Jaden Reed plus 330 to get a touchdown. He leads the team with 9 red zone targets, and he's actually second in this game with red zone targets. Only Devontae Adams has more than him, but yet he is the 9th lowest odds for a touchdown. So I think there's just some discrepancy there. I know Watson is now, playing and is expected to play a lot more, but Jaden Reed is still going to be playing out of the slot quite a lot. They've been looking for him in the end zone, and I think they do again tonight.
All right, for my touchdown call, I'm going to the player with the best odds to find the end zone tonight. That is Josh Jacobs, minus 175. Maybe not the best value for a touchdown. However, I think he's going to get it because he has 14 red zone tries. That's the most of anyone on the field for tonight. And going up against a Green Bay defense that I talked about when I talked about the over on his rushing yards. They've allowed the 3rd most rushing yards, 26 in rush defense DVOA. That's where the Packers have really struggled, and you saw that against the Detroit Lions. Raiders offensive line 14th run block win rate. Packers are bottom in run stop win rate. I just think this is a recipe for a big Josh Jacobs game, and he gets back to his fantasy stud performing days like he was last year when he was averaging 100 yards a game. I think he's still got it in him. Will we see 100? I don't know, but I do think we'll see him in the end zone at least. Punch one in or two.
I gotta say I hate it because I agree with you, and I need him to score less than 14 points for my weekly fantasy matchup. So I think I'm in trouble, but hey, he does likely punch one in.
This is one where there's a lot of fantasy guys in this game today, and I know that a lot hinges on tonight's outcome with a lot of these studs like Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and everything like that. So, but you know what? I gotta just go where the numbers tell me, and that is.
I mean, I think it likely happens, and if he gets a touchdown, I probably lose. So I should probably just bet Josh Jacobs touchdown, anyways. Just hedge myself a little bit.
For more analytics, statistics, everything you need to dominate in fantasy, make sure to check out LineStarApp.com. The PropsAI tool is what we're using to find the best value in the prop market. So check it out at LineStarApp.com. Also, if you haven't already, do us a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below. A comment will enter you into our prop bets contest. If we hit 2 of 3, one randomly selected commenter wins $50. So make sure you comment below and enter in. You got to be in it to win it. Good luck at all your prop betting endeavors for tonight and Monday Night Football. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Good luck, guys. Bye.